Good day, friends and business partners. This is KG Mokwena. Today is the 8th of Jan, and we are here to give you an opportunity overview of the business called Royal Q. I'm also looking at the time now is 21 minutes past 8. So I'm quickly going to take you through this opportunity overview. It's mainly for those who want to get into this business of Royal Q. So we're going to highlight few things for you so that you understand what this business is all about, and then you are able to make an informed decision about the same. So as we go through the slides, let me just quickly get a laser pointer so that I'm able to take you through few aspects of the presentation as we move along. Ladies and gentlemen, we are interested into Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies or blockchain, simply because of the future of money, or where the money is going, and also where the money comes from. For instance, as you look on the screen here, I'm showing you the slide of evolution of money, meaning that money does not stay the same. Like, you may even understand very well that for those who go into offices every day of the week, or working days, for instance, looking for money or working for money, are actually getting lesser and lesser, compared to the amount of time that they put into working for that money, because money is no longer in their offices, ladies and gentlemen. Money is now online, and even meetings, for instance, business seminars used to be held in certain places and so forth. Those conventions are no longer being held as we used to, because digitalization is taking over the world. So instead of having seminars, we are now having webinars, just like this business presentation I'm giving you now. We are not in a conference room somewhere at a hotel, for instance. No. We are just online. You are following this presentation via your smartphone, and it's a business session, and I'm talking to you about an opportunity overview of the business we call Royal Q, for instance. And when you look here, you can see where money started, ladies and gentlemen, with bartering, where people had to exchange products for certain products, tangible things and so forth, or someone will render a service to be given something tangible, for instance. That's where money started. And as time went by, instead of people carrying huge quantities of, say, for instance, agricultural products and so forth, or livestock and so forth, for them to trade through bartering and so forth, gold was introduced as a store of value. So now when you have a certain quantity of gold, then you will be entitled to a certain amount of products or services, for instance. That's how things kept on going and so forth. And at some point, paper money was introduced, simply because it became very daunting for individuals to carry huge quantities of gold to perform business transactions. So now, when you have a certain amount of paper money, those are banknotes, for instance, then that will be an indication of the amount of gold that you have in your vault or in store, for instance. You say, so then with a certain amount of banknotes, you will still be able to perform business transactions and so forth, because paper money was a legal tender, which indicated the amount of gold that you had, and people respected that, for instance. At some point, we got to the stage whereby paper money was no longer backed by gold. As we know of today, there is no any other paper money or banknote or fiat currency, ladies and gentlemen, which is government money, that is backed by any commodity. All government monies are backed by nothing. It's just the word of the government that is issuing that particular banknote. And when governments fail due to political systems, sanctions, and so forth, now what happens is that their money also gets abolished, for instance. Like in Zimbabwe, we know that they no longer have their own fiat currency. Zim dollar has been abolished due to so many reasons that we can highlight into detail, for instance. And not only Zim, there are many other countries also who experienced this kind of crisis. As a matter of fact, when you check online, even on Wikipedia, you'll understand that banknotes live not more than 100 years of age, for instance. In South Africa, before we started using rand, we were using pounds, British pounds and so forth. And then today, the rand that we are using actually started in the year 1961. So what does that mean? It means with time, due to inflation and so forth, it keeps on losing value and so forth. It keeps on eroding and so forth. So as a result, it's not a good idea for any person to only focus on bank or fiat currency or government money. The more you gather government money is the more you lose value, for instance. So people who want to secure their financial future, what do? They save in either gold or silver or crypto, that is Bitcoin, and we'll talk more about that as we push. Now, it became very I can't even say challenging as such. It became more riskier for people to carry a lot of banknotes, for instance, to perform transactions and so forth. You can't carry, let's say, millions of dollars or rands or naira, for instance, moving from one place to another, maybe from your bank to the workspace. Maybe you want to pay people, whether it be construction sites and so forth. It became dangerous due to some heist and so forth. So now a plastic money was introduced. Plastic money, we're speaking of bank cards, whereby you just carry a bank card and then you will swipe at a point of service. For instance, you can use the card to withdraw at ATMs and so forth. So you don't need to be driving around with huge bundles of banknotes and so forth. This is to show you that certain things that happen with the history of money to where we are today, they keep on changing over time. And that's what we call it, an evolution of money. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak of today, we are now at a stage of highest form of money, which is 100% digital, nothing tangible. Everything you see now is what you see on your phone screen or on your laptop, for instance, and it's just digital. And now the good news is that this digital money we have of today, it's not controlled by any government. It is decentralized, and I'm speaking here of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's not money that belongs to the government, but it's money that belongs to the people of the internet. You have access to the internet, you have the ability to get some Bitcoin for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the reason why today we have a system of trading this digital money that runs on blockchain, for instance. And we are able to send one another money without any intervention or having some intermediaries and so forth, without any involvement of the banking system of this world. When you transact in dollar or any currency of your country, like your fiat currency is government money. In South Africa, is ZAR. And then, say for instance, in Nigeria, is Nigerian naira. So that is the property of the government. If you have millions of Nigerian naira, ladies and gentlemen, in your bank, and they don't understand how you acquired that money, they have the power to freeze, to even confiscate, for instance. They can make it impossible for you to access that money ever again. But if you have millions of Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet, nobody can freeze that amount of money. You are able to use it whenever you desire. It is forever liquid. You don't need permission from a central authority or a bank, for instance, for you to perform withdrawals or deposits and all those kind of stuff. So that is the power of cryptocurrency, and that is where we are at. The reason why today you are listening to this session on your smartphone, it's because you can now feel the need for you to create other streams of income, other sources of income, because you cannot continue to rely on government money, because government money keeps on losing value over time. And with the kind of presidents that we have today in our political space, it becomes more and more riskier to accumulate wealth using government money. So that is what is happening today. We really don't know what's going to happen between now and tomorrow with the kind of leadership that is mostly corrupt, for instance, especially in Africa. That's the reason why we look into the space of cryptocurrencies. And these are the markets that we trade, which are decentralized, and they are purely transacting on blockchain. You'll have more time to tell you about these kinds of markets as we move forward. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what Royal Q does for you is it's going to be buying and selling these cryptocurrencies for you and generating profits, some dividends in the process. So you'll be buying these cryptocurrencies, or the robot will be buying them for you at certain prices and then selling them at higher prices. That is buying low and then selling high. This is what the bot will be doing. And then in terms of the safety of your money, it's not with Royal Q, but your money is in your own exchange. So you don't withdraw the money from your exchange and send it to Royal Q. No. It stays in your spot wallet of your exchange, and that's where Royal Q will be trading from. So now, moving forward, you can see that with this method of trading, ladies and gentlemen, you enjoy making money 24/7, 365 days a year, meaning that even public holidays, because cryptocurrencies are not controlled by governments, for instance, so there is no what we call a public holiday with cryptos. Cryptos are trading even on Christmas, New Year's days, and some special public holidays. Cryptocurrencies keep on trading like that, and everything with our strategy takes place in real time, meaning there is no delay with the transactions. And not only that, it's also simple and easy to make use of this robot or application, ladies and gentlemen, to set trades for yourself. All you do is connect your exchange through API. API is created on the exchange side, and then after you've created that, you will take those keys and then connect Royal Q to your own exchange. In this case, we have Binance, we have HTX, we have Kraken, Bybit, OKX, and so forth. You will learn more about these exchanges as you engage with the person that informed you of this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, in Royal Q, you are able to download this application on both your Android and then also your iOS, that is your Apple phones, and then your Samsungs and so forth. You are able to have this application downloaded either on your App Store or on your Google Play Store. You are able to get it downloaded. So in the meantime, register for free, and then after you've registered, download this particular application. Don't wait until you have money in your exchange to start trading. And also to register your exchange, that is, in this case, Binance, for instance. I know there are some, due to issues of jurisdiction, are not able to sign up on Binance, but we have an alternative. So engage with your sponsor. They will assist you with the exchange that you can sign up. And then, like for instance, on HTX, you will be able to trade from there. So this is the most reliable system of smart quantitative buying of certain assets, like buying Bitcoin in a certain amount of your capital and then holding it, which is done by the bot, and later selling it for a profit at a higher price, so to speak. And then that is done and facilitated through and through in real time by the robot. So you don't need to always be looking at the charts. You don't need to always be into your application. Like what you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is the user interface of the Royal Q robot or app, you are able to get in here. You can see on top here we have API binding, and then you can see we have Binance there. Today we have more exchanges. So I think at the moment there are 6 that we have there. So you are able to bind with them, and then many other exchanges will be added with time. So annual subscription is 120 USDT. So with 120 USDT, you are able to get this particular application, trade for you the cryptocurrencies of your choice. Once you have paid 120, please understand that performance fee, you can see at the bottom right there where my laser pointer is at, it shows 20%. That is performance fee then, meaning that when the robot generates profits for you, you are entitled to 80% of the profits. I'm not talking about your trading capital, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say, for instance, you trade with 1,000 US dollars. Nobody in Royal Q, even Royal Q itself, will not deduct anything from what you have as a trading capital, because your trading capital stays in your Binance. And then what you do is simply connect your Binance to Royal Q and let the trading begin. Now, when the robot starts making profits for you, it will deduct 20% of the profits through what we call a gas fee. I have some slides ahead that I'm going to show you how gas fees deductions take place. So now what the company does is they deduct share of their profits, part of their profits, through gas transactions, and I'm going to show you how that it's done. But to download the app or to have the application on your smartphone, ladies and gentlemen, you pay nothing. It's free of charge. And after you've gotten that, you'll also be able to learn so many things. Like you can see here, we have user guide and we have quantitative course where you will learn about quantitative trading for free as a member that has not actually even subscribed as yet. But once you want the robot to start trading for you, and you also want to start having a referral link, you need to then have 120 USDT paid to Royal Q, and then click the activate button there. And then your business starts just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, once you have paid for your subscription, you will then enjoy an amazing speed of trading, which is done in real time. So you are able to trade as a user according to your own desires. We trade differently. We are not the same. And we also have different trading capitals in our exchanges. As a result, you're going to apply your strategy according to your affordability or according to your style of trading, and we are going to take you through that. You also are able to make adjustments to your operation strategy, ladies and gentlemen, in real time. If you change your mind about something, you are able to just go into the operation strategy and then make adjustments to the parameters and save, and everything will be fixed right there. So now this particular robot, it's going to take you through the bulls and the bears, meaning when the market is bullish, we mean that the prices are shooting up, the prices are increasing, or the market is pumping like that. And there's also a time in trading where markets are bearish, meaning that the prices are falling. So as the markets fall like that, Royal Q will not run away. Royal Q will not stay away from the trades, will continue to trade for you even when the markets are falling, thereby opening more margin calls for you and then buying more quantities at cheaper prices. I'm looking at a time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quickly going to touch a rewards program. This is a compensation plan for this business, Royal Q. It's very important for you to understand how to grow your business online so that you don't only just trade, but you also grow your business in the crypto space by bringing people into the exchanges like Binance, HTX, and so forth. As you do that, you're contributing towards creating a new society of people who are not 100% dependent on the money that government issues. You see? But you are creating people who are independent financially, people who are able to travel the way they desire without the fear of their monies being frozen by governments and so forth. Because when you have crypto, you can go anywhere in the world and you still be welcome because you are able to transact with money of the internet. Any country you visit, for as long as there's internet connection there, you're going to enjoy transacting the crypto way. So here's a rewards program that I'm going to be sharing with you. And it's very easy. If you check on the, I have 1, 2, 3 slides. If you check on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that below the yellow area there, there's a tick. You can see we have user benefits. You come into the Royal Q business. You want to understand what's in it for you as a user. You know, when you are busy inviting people to these presentations or you're sharing this great opportunity with someone, what are you going to benefit as you do that? That is very simple, and I'm quickly going to take you through that. So we have 6 ranks in the business. The smallest rank, or the introductory rank, the first step, so to speak, is you becoming a junior broker. If you are to check here on top in the middle, you can see junior broker, and I'm going to show you the rank after junior broker is what we call a middle broker. So I'm going to show you the requirements for you to move from junior broker to the middle broker, and not only that, but what you currently are going to be benefiting as a junior broker. You can even hear the word itself, junior. You know, it's where you are at as a junior. There are certain things that you will be doing, and then you will grow as you meet the requirements. Okay, so now junior broker benefits are very simple. When you share your referral link with someone so that they come and also have their own Binance account, push their money there to Binance, and then buy cryptocurrencies and come and trade here through Royal Q, for instance, what will happen is that you're going to earn 30 US dollars. These are USDTs, Tether, for instance. Now, what happens is that when someone pays that $120 to activate their own robot so that they have access into these limitless opportunities of downloading profits through trading cryptocurrencies, ladies and gentlemen, you will earn yourself $30 from that 120. Imagine. And not only that, the team you are building, now that you have brought someone on board, it means whenever that person gets profit from trading off the board, whenever the robot makes profits for them, the company will earn 20% of the share of the profits. The person will keep obviously 80%. Now, 20% the company is going to be sharing with you as a junior broker and those who are above you in terms of the ranking, you see? So now the company will pay you 20% of their 20%. It will be paid to you if, say, for instance, the person you brought on board, the robot made profit for them, let's say 5 times. You are also going to be paid 5 times, which is going to be 20% of what the company has earned as the 20% of their share. So if the robot made profits for them 20 times, you're also going to be paid 20 times in real time. So here are the requirements for you to move from junior broker, look in the gray area there, to a middle broker. You simply need to have, number 1, condition, directly invite 20 users with your referral link. Number 2 is directly invite and activate 3 junior brokers and reach 20 junior brokers within your team. So this is condition number 2. If you are not able to get 20 people directly, just get 3. But out of the 3, let there be at least 20 junior brokers. You see, you meet one of the 2 conditions to be promoted to middle broker. So it means you don't need to have 20 people directly. You can have 3, because one person can bring 100 people or more, for instance. So But what you need to do is make sure that if you use condition number 2, make sure that you have 3 that is directly linked to you and your team has 20 people. And then you get promoted to middle broker. Now, moving to the middle broker, this I'm on the right-hand side of the slide. You can see here that we are moving from middle broker to advanced broker. What happens here is direct recommend reward is $40. Now that you have 20 people in your team, and then you are now a middle broker, you are no longer earning $30. You are earning $40 when people sign up with your link, or even when they renew, because this is 120 USDT renewal is per annum. For instance, if someone activates today, being the 8th of Jan, by the 8th of Jan 2025, they will be required to renew, which is optional. If they don't want to renew, it means they will not be happy with the system, and you won't earn anything in terms of the activation, and they will not also earn anything from their own teams in terms of transactions that are taking place. However, those that have been working with since 2021, they kept on renewing, and then you will also keep on enjoying your activation bonuses. And now look at the team reward. You are no longer earning 20% now, you are earning 30% of profit sharing. It means you earn 30% of companies, 20%. Now imagine the company has earned something. From that which they have earned, they give you 30% of it. It's just as simple as that, simply because you are now a middle broker. You're no longer a junior now. You have 20 plus people in your structure. Now, the requirements for you to move from middle broker to advanced broker is that you need to directly invite 450. That is condition number 1. Condition number 2, that is if you can't hit condition number 1, you then need to directly invite 5 people who are active, and then have 3 people who are on middle broker in different lines, so to speak. And then you must reach 100 users within your team. When you have a team of 100 people, and in that team, there are 3 people who are middle brokers who are not on the same line. Like for instance, I can be in your team and I'm a middle broker, but I have someone in my team who's also a middle broker. That person cannot be counted for their qualification. You need to have a middle broker in another line. Let's say you invited myself, KG, and you have Paul. Paul can either become a middle broker or someone in the team of Paul, in line with Paul, and then you will meet the qualification. So 100 people, and then 3 who are on a middle broker, and then you have 5 who are directly linked to you. It means you have done some work. Then you will be promoted systematically, meaning automatically, to an advanced broker. Quickly moving to the next rank. I'm looking at the time, please, so that we use the 10 minutes for Q&A. Advanced broker, there it is. You can see on top, for you to move to advanced to senior, the numbers keep on increasing accordingly. Look at the bottom here. But before I go, when you are an advanced broker, it means you have 100 people in your structure, ladies and gentlemen. What happens is this: for your direct referrals, you earn $50. And not only that, you also earn 40% of what the company is making in terms of profit sharing. Remember, the company earns 20% every time when the robot makes profit. That 20%, they convert it to 100%. 100% simply meaning that everything that they have earned from your team. And then you earn 40% of what the company has generated. So simply because you are an advanced broker there. And also you get to earn some peer awards there. That is for people who are at the same rank as you. You will be earning 10% of what their teams are generating. So I'm looking at the time. I want us to have an opportunity for Q&A. But look at the bottom here, requirements for you to rank up to a senior broker. You will need to have directly invited 2,160 users. This is not a joke. Or alternatively, directly invite 8 people. You have 8 people who are directly linked to you. And then what happens is, out of those 8 people, 3 of them must be at an advanced broker level. And then your team must be a team of 300 people. You have a team of 300 people, and there are those who are at advanced level, 3 of them on different lines. And then you brought 8 yourself, only 8. And then out of the 8, there are 3 people who are really working the business, and they ranked up to advanced broker. You simply then get promoted to a senior broker, just like that. So I will stop here. Look at a senior broker. Directly you earn for activation $60, and then for profit sharing you are now 50-50 with the company. This is incredible. 50-50 with the company, simply because you are now a senior broker. There are 2 more ranks that are left here. It's a team partner, check at the top blue corner there. And then we also have a global partner. So look at a global partner is the highest rank in the business. And then the robot activation, they earn $70. Imagine $70. And for you to rank up to this, look at that. You need to have 13,500 users directly linked to you, or alternatively, you need to have 20 people who are directly linked to you. When you have 20 people and work with them or help them rank up also to team partners, if they are able to do that, and you have 3 of them who are team partners, and then they have, you have 1,500 users within your team. A team of 1,500 users with leaders who are at team partner level, 3 of them on different lines, you simply qualify for a global partner. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not as easy as that. It takes teamwork for you to have leaders working in your structure. Even when you are to push the business to have 13,500 users directly linked to you, imagine the WhatsApp groups that you're going to be having. Imagine the kind of work that we'll be making. But I'm telling you, it is possible to achieve this through the second requirement, where you have 20 only, and then out of these 20, there are 3 who are ranking up gradually, and you have 1,500 people in your structure, and work with those people also to rank up. It's a call for leadership. In the whole continent, Africa, we have 2 people who are actually global partners in the business. Both of them are in Nigeria. That is Leader James, and then also Dr. Mani. Dr. Mani is the only lady at the level of global partner. These great leaders show us that it is possible, and they are milking it like no one else. I'm telling you, when you look at how actually the business is paying them now and then in real time. Every second, there's money coming into their structures simply because they said yes to Royal Q. Quickly, looking on here, this is an asset account, for instance. There's what we call fuel fee or gas fee. With this, every time when the robot makes profit, the robot will deduct its part of the commission. This $5 you see here, which was generated on the third of this month, 2024, Jan. You say this $5 you see here, that is what the company earned. From this, the company will pay you according to your rank. If you are a junior broker, it means you will be paid 20% of this $5, because this is what the company has earned. If you are on a higher rank, middle broker, it means you will be paid 30%. If you are an advanced broker, you'll be paid 40% of that $5. And everything happens in real time. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, every time when there's activity in your structure, you are paid through team quantification or through mentor bonuses. We have direct quantifications and so forth. These are people who are directly linked to you. This is part of profit sharing, for instance. We'll have more time to talk about these things. Your profit now in real time with this system and everybody's money is in their own control. Nobody can say, I've lost my money, or I don't know what happened with my transactions and so forth. Everything is in their own exchange. And you don't need to write to the CEO or to the company or to the admin or to back office, because everything is in your control. Royal Q's parameters are fully opened to you as a user. You are able to do whatever it is that you desire according to your own ideas. There is no limit, ladies and gentlemen, to what you can achieve with Royal Q. So thank you so much for your time. I'm looking at the time now. We started a bit late with this recording, and I would like us to open this floor for Q&A, please. Thank you. Q&A, you have a question, I'm here for you.
Good evening, KG.
Good evening, Masirame, welcome.
Good, thanks. I've got one question or two, maybe one or two.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first question is that regarding the Bitcoin halving, is it only the Bitcoin that's going to pop up, or is it other coins that are in the blockchain which also can go up as well? And then my second and last question is regarding the Royal Q. Is it a must for people to recruit, or is just a choice when you are inside the business, or is a must for you to recruit so that you can make profits, or is just a choice you can make and you can only just focus on trading? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Then the first question on the halving of Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin will shoot up, but other coins also, altcoins will also shoot up, because a lot of projects, Bitcoin is a collateral, for instance. However, it doesn't mean each and every coin, business partner Masirame, it's going to shoot up simply because there's halving. You know, in 2024 and even 2025, there's going to be a bullish momentum, yes. But some of the coins are meme coins. Some of the coins just the pumps and dumps, for instance. So now you need to do your own research in terms of which coin are you hodling, or are you investing massively in, or are you keeping in bigger quantity and so forth. There you really need to do your own research, for instance. So, but generally, a lot of coins are going to shoot up during this time of Bitcoin halving, and also in the second year, which is 2025. Like what we've seen in 2021, Bitcoin hit its all-time high, and the halving was in 2020, for instance. So yeah, that's what is happening there. So just do your own research and don't take anyone's word. There are people who are operators of certain coins that are not of any good use at all. They can make you put a lot of money into their coin, and they will be dumping on you all the time. When the more you buy, the more they withdraw, for instance. Even when Bitcoin halving takes place, you'll realize that they abandon that coin, Masirame, and you realize that you thought because of Bitcoin halving, that coin was going to shoot up. But there's no any link between Bitcoin itself and that particular scam or that coin, for instance. You see? So now, in terms of Royal Q, the affiliate program or the brokerage site of Royal Q is optional. Inviting somebody to come and trade in Royal Q is an optional task. Hence, it's under the rewards plan, for instance. You will be rewarded by Royal Q when you do that. However, if you choose not to invite anybody to Royal Q, it's all fine. You'll continue just to use the robot or the execution platform to trade for yourself. You select the coin you want to trade, for instance. Trading will continue to be done by the bot for you. You are the one who gives instructions to the bot as to what coin to trade with what amount of capital and so forth. I have a lot of people, business partners who are actually not doing the affiliate program. They are not even present in this meeting, Masirame, because they are not interested in inviting people. They don't want the stress of questions and answers, for instance. They are only trading and they are happy with that. So just to recap, to bring someone on board or to recruit so to speak, it's optional. You may choose not to recruit at all. You'll continue to enjoy profits. And as a matter of fact, Royal Q makes more money than return on investments, because people who do return on investments, they will earn a fixed income, maybe 1%, 2%, maybe per day as it happens. But with Royal Q, you are able to make more than even 20% in a day, for instance. Yes, you can make even 1% in a day, depending on the coin that you are trading, or you can make no profit in a certain day simply because the coin you are trading, it's not really moving, for instance. So the beauty of Royal Q is that everything is in your control, and you get 100% of your profits in your exchange. Your responsibility is just to feed the robot with gas money for transaction fees. Thank you. I hope, Masirame, you are covered there.